This morning on DC News Now, a bit of a cold start out there, but thankfully temperatures are a little bit warmer than yesterday morning. Most of us are running at least 10 degrees warmer at this hour than where we were yesterday morning around this time. And as we head out through the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing a warming trend. More details on those numbers coming up.
Also coming up this morning, a nightmare situation unfolding at BWI with Southwest canceling flights and saying they cannot be rescheduled until New Year's Eve. Our Joseph Olmos standing by in Baltimore with what flyers need to know.
Well, it's deadly winter storm, extreme cold killing dozens and leaving thousands without power. When forecasters say the severe weather will move out.
And a plane plunges into a lake in Maryland. How people nearby saved the pilot of that small aircraft in a heroic act.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We do want to get right to meteorologist Jackie Layer with a check on our Tuesday forecast. Good morning, Jackie.
Yeah, good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Out there this morning, it is quiet, just a few clouds out there. Overall, temperatures are starting off a little bit warmer in the district, right around the freezing mark at this hour. Otherwise, many locations are starting off into the 20s. So at least right now, we just dropped to 31, so just below the freezing mark right now. 30 in Frederick, into the 20s in Hagerstown, 24 in Cumberland, 23 in Woodstock. We just dropped back into the upper teens in Luray, upper 20s though right now in Fredericksburg. But that temperature difference from yesterday morning to this morning, many of us running at least 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. 15 degrees warmer in Manassas and Culpeper, noticeably warmer down towards Fredericksburg, where we're near 20 degrees warmer. Satellite and radar showing us that we're seeing some quiet conditions out there, just some clouds for our Tuesday morning, but at least we're tracking those dry conditions as you kickstart your Tuesday. And those dry conditions will persist through the day. But off towards the north, we'll likely see more clouds than sun. Farther down towards the south, definitely more sunshine through the day today. High temperatures right around 40 as we get towards this afternoon. Tonight, back into the upper 20s as we'll see mainly clear skies. So those clear skies will give way to a bit of a cool down through the overnight. As we get towards tomorrow afternoon, we'll be back into low to mid 40s, which will be a nice warming trend. And that trend will continue into our Thursday. We can see highs upwards of 50. More details coming up, guys.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Your time right now is 6:01. Happening now, travel trouble for hundreds of thousands of passengers this morning after Southwest Airlines cancels more than half of its entire flight schedule. Now, DC News Now's Joseph Olmo is live at BWI. And Joseph, we've learned a combination of bad weather and staffing issues led to this problem, which could last for several days.
Yeah, Corey, it could last a couple days, and it means real implications, real life implications for thousands of passengers here at BWI and across the country. So we've been here for over an hour. I want to show you guys, when we got here, all of this area here, which is where people, passengers can check in for Southwest Airlines, it was completely full. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of passengers where we are standing. And I got to give it to Southwest, to their credit given where credit is due. They've done a pretty good job of bringing down the queue here to virtually nothing. That is the line over there that you don't want to be in. That is the specific line where all passengers who have gotten that notification that their flight has been canceled, that is where they are currently sitting and waiting to come up with some sort of solution. Guys, I overheard a Southwest Airlines employee kind of yelling out to the entire crowd over here that it's going to be at least 4, if not 5 days until the people in the line that you're looking at are going to be able to board a plane again, as long as they're flying with Southwest, and get to their final destination. That is a big deal for a lot of people, like the couple that I talked to, the husband and wife couple. They both need to get back to work all the way over in California. Take a listen.
We fly Southwest all the time. This is terrible. Like, they lost my luggage one time, and I thought that was bad, but yeah, this is bad. I don't know what's taking so long.
What have you been doing? Is there a trick to stay sane in all of this, now that you guys know that you might not get home for the next couple of days?
You just gotta be patient. There's nothing much we can do now. We've been trying to call Southwest.
Yeah, back here live at BWI, guys, 106. That is the number of flights right now, either into or out of BWI, that are currently canceled, the majority of them Southwest Airlines flight. One of the biggest recommendations that we can give to passengers right now, download your Southwest Airlines app. A lot of the stuff that you want to do in person or want to do via calling and waiting hours and hours on the phone to talk to somebody, a lot of that stuff that you want to do can be done right from the Airlines app. Reporting here at BWI, I'm Joseph Olmo. Guys, back to you.
And Joseph, just sounds unbelievably frustrating. Two questions for you, though. What options do passengers have? And should someone do something different the next time they choose to fly to avoid this scenario again?
So those are two really good questions. To answer the first one, Corey, I'm seeing a lot of aviation journalists online tweeting out that simply take your losses here, cash in the chips, get that refund from Southwest, and rebook your flight on a different airline for a different time if you can. For some people, there's no choice. They were just about to start a vacation or they still need to get back home. But a lot of people are saying just rebook on a different airline at this point. As for this happening in the future, you know, breakdowns like this happen. This is a pretty big meltdown for an airline, but it is a risk you take when you travel. One of the things I can recommend, though, is to not check your bag if you are traveling. So many people here who are stranded, they are left without their essentials like their medications because they decided to put that bag underneath the plane instead of keep it with them. If you are traveling in high peak travel season like Christmas season or New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, do not check a bag if you do not have to. Corey.
All right, hopefully those folks who are stranded get home sooner than later. Joseph, thank you. And travelers around the DMV are feeling the effects of these cancellations with the number of flights from Reagan and Dulles already grounded. Now, Southwest is the only airline dealing with significant problems at the moment. According to FlightAware, 70% of Southwest flights from Reagan and 80% of their flights from Dulles have already been canceled. Those cancellations have been linked to specific airports. Right now, more than 100 flights headed to or from Denver, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nashville, and Dallas have been canceled today.
And more than 24 people have died in western New York as a result of a powerful winter storm slamming into parts of the Northeast. It is still snowing in some areas right now. News Nation correspondent Sloan Glass has the very latest on this deadly blizzard.
Across the country, tens of millions dealing with bone-chilling temperatures and winter storms. In western New York, one of the worst weather-related disasters in the region's history.
Many people took the attitude, oh, it's Buffalo, we'll be okay, it won't be that bad. The weather people always exaggerate. And what we found in this particular case with this storm, with this blizzard, there was no exaggeration.
The death toll gruesome and continuing to rise.
There is not one place in the state of New York where the temperature is above zero as far as the real field temperature. That's what it feels like on your skin. And so this may be an historic event in that respect alone.
Many emergency crews stuck in the snow, unable to provide help.
We cannot get to any houses at all. And all I can say is please stay home.
Emergency workers also asking the public with their help clearing any fire hydrants they see.
If we get a structure fire, we're in trouble. We can't get our fire trucks down these main roads.
In Buffalo, Bills players digging out their cars when this van covered in a block of snow drives by. The system impacting tens of millions coast to coast. In the Midwest, the biggest threat was the wind and extreme cold. In Cleveland, streets covered in ice. And down south, the cold led to power outages and controlled blackouts. Even a car wash in Texas completely frozen.
The Rockville Volunteer Fire Department responded to hundreds of calls for burst water pipes over the past few days due to the extremely low temperatures we saw. The department says homeowners should remove any water that is sitting in the pipes before those temperatures drop. They also urge people to turn on heaters for the pipes that are kept inside of their homes.
And a small plane crashes into a frozen creek in Anne Arundel County. This happened shortly after yesterday morning from Lee Airport. Now, the 71-year-old pilot was rescued by first responders and nearby kayakers. One of those kayakers spoke with DC News Now about that daring rescue.
My first instinct was to get in the water and get him. He's alive, and so that's a good thing. And he'll have more Christmases to come. So that I'm very happy about.
And this is now the second small plane crash in the DMV where a pilot has walked away with non-life-threatening injuries. Last month, the pilot and passenger survived a crash into an electrical tower in Gaithersburg.
And we are following developing news out of Baltimore this morning where 5 people are in the hospital after a light rail train partially derailed last night. City fire crews responded to Wabash Avenue right near Northern Parkway at about 6 o'clock yesterday evening. We are told the train partially slid off the tracks there. All 5 people that were injured are expected to be okay, but you can expect some transit delays this morning. The Maryland Transit Agency is investigating this. And 1 person is missing after a massive fire in Fairfax County. This happened on Monday at a home on Goodview Court in Mantua. Fire and rescue crews tell us that 1 person is still unaccounted for. Medics rushed another person to an area hospital, but you can see from these photos the aftermath of this house is a total loss. No word on what sparked that fire.